happened?
The kids were in Mrs. Jeepers' basement and they saw a lot of boxes in a coffin. And then the coffin was gone. And Mrs. Jeepers and monsters looked like they were going to hurt the kids.
All right, great summary. So what do we think about that summary, boys and girls? Was that a good summary of our chapter?
Yes.
What did you guys think of this chapter? Remember, you guys are in charge of this conversation.
I think it was kind of spooky. It was almost kind of scary because it looked like they were going to, like, the monsters were going to hurt the kids.
Okay.
Because they took three kids.
I think they're gonna hurt the kids, and then they're gonna show Ben and the other two kids that went in there. Izzy and
I think it was Izzy and I'm gonna look back. Izzy and Kay. Yeah, Izzy and Kay. And then when they also took Ben, and they took those three, and then they didn't take anybody else, did they?
and
I think the older monster got big.
All right, so let's see what the discussion director's questions were. What questions did you have about this chapter that we can talk about?
What if you were in the basement? What would you do?
I would be really scared. I would be naked in the basement.
I'll try to find a way out.
I couldn't make anything.
I would try to find a way out, and if that doesn't work,
Why don't they just get up and run?
yeah, maybe I would try that. What caused them to go in the basement?
That's a good
They wanted to find out if Miss Jeepers was really a vampire.
And
they wanted to save him and the other two girls.
No.
Why are the children so scared?
What was that question, RJ?
Why are the children so scared?
Why are the children so scared? That's a good question.
I think it's because they saw the coffin and then out of nowhere all these monsters and Miss Jeepers appeared. So that I'd be scared if I saw monsters.
They're probably scared because they've never seen something like that before, and they thought they were going to be real. They might be real.
How would you feel if you were Mrs. Jeepers?
Ooh, that's a strong question. How would you feel if you were Mrs. Jeepers, if you were that vampire teacher?
If I was Mrs. Jeepers, I wouldn't really think I'd be tricking the kids that I was a vampire, and just to scare them because it was Halloween, like not to like scare them, but like get a little joke out of them.
I probably agree on Gracie.
Emily, what do you think if you were Mrs. Jeepers?
I would like try to help the kids instead of like being mean to the kids.
Or scaring them? That's a good one.
I would scare the kids.
I knew you was going to say that. What do you think, RJ?
I really know. Honestly, if I was Mrs. Jeepers, I would tell kids to love it. If they didn't believe it, I'd make proof that once of them come.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Excellent.
Why would Mrs. Jeepers be in the basement with the monsters?
Ooh.
I have one. What do you think?
I think she like tried to scare the kids to get out of her house because they just intruded in.
That's a good one. I kind of have the same idea with Emily because they didn't like knock, they didn't ask to come in.
Yeah.
But if it was that scary of a house, I'd probably just go in the basement because that would be kind of scary to knock on a door. after 3 kids got like sucked into it.
Yeah, because I also think Miss Jeepers heard something down in the basement of the kids' footsteps.
Yeah.
And she was having a Halloween party, and everyone had to dress up. So she went downstairs and saw it. So
How would she hear the footsteps if she was having a party?
These are good questions. Maybe we'll find out as we read.
I think she heard it because she was having a party. Tomorrow was just upstairs.
Nara was just talking with her friends and they were getting dressed up for Halloween. For kids that come to their doorstep, they could kind of like get a little scared out of them.
All right.
I think it's they have people in costume, including women and girls.
Oh, this is good.
That's a
And
good
the
one.
whole time thing, they're trying to working together with some people to scare them.
These are good guesses and good clues from the story. Kyan, let's talk about your character captain job of our group. What did you do?
Well, I only had a chance to get 4 of them down. I didn't get to get the rest.
It's okay. So what characters did you decide to talk about in this chapter?
Liza, Eddie, Melody, and Ben.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good.
And what about these characters?
Well, Liza was really scared.
Do we agree?
Yes. And she,
You think that Liza was scared? How do you know that she was scared? What in the story proved that she was scared?
we saw a picture of Liza
Good.
in the Liberty costume. She had like that face where we know
Show
she
me that
was
face.
Scared. Okay. Like she was kind of shocked almost, like, and
That's a good strategy, RJ, going back into your book to try and find the picture. Great strategy.
you know what page? I think it's back in chapter 9. I think. Or 9.
Yeah,
You just passed the page.
Oh yeah.
What page number, RJ?
Page 35.
35.
We can see her picture, and it looks like she's scared almost.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to carry her. That's how scared she is. She can't even walk on her hind legs. That was kind of. I'd be scared too.
All right, so Kyan said that Izzy's scared character. What's another character that you wanted to talk about?
Eddie.
What about Eddie?
Well, in one part, Eddie was brave because he led them right into the basement.
What are some other characteristics to describe Eddie? He's brave.
And he was also kind of mean because he was fighting with Ben over a video game. Like, do something. Like, you don't have to fight over it because
Good job,
you're not
RJ.
gonna die if you don't get it.
Good.
And I don't.
And Howie, in one of these pictures, he was trying to get him to stop fighting.
I'm pretty sure it was back in this one. Oh,
Great strategy going back into the book.
47. It's a picture of Ben and Eddie fighting over a video game, and that who's the bravest, and saying, I can get it, and blah, 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 blah. And Howie's trying to stop them because he thinks that they shouldn't be fighting over a video game.
Good.
And he's very evil.
Good job. Anyone else, Kyan?
Melody.
Melody. What did you say about Melody?
Well, she was scared because Melody did not want to go into Miss Chica's basement.
Do you guys agree that Melody was scared? Did she want to go inside Miss Jeepers' basement?
I think, let me see.
Absolutely not.
Oh, there's another
I
thing
see a
about
picture
Liza
of-
being scared because
I can
she squeezed Eddie's hand.
Squeezed Eddie's hand. Great description. Good remembering, Emily.
So that we also have a picture this it doesn't really show that she's scared, but she kind of looks like she's kind of shocked because she sees these two.
Excellent.
They made it in this shoes.
All right, Kyan, any others before we go into our artful adventurer job?
Well, I didn't have enough time to write. But
Hold on, I don't think Kyan's done yet. Are you done, Kyan?
Well, there's one more. It's Ben.
Ben. What about Ben?
Well, Ben was named because Ben called Eddie a chicken.
That's a good job using an example from the story. Ben called Eddie a chicken. So is he kind of a bully?
He's a bully because he was in 4th grade and he loved to pick on the 3rd graders, especially Eddie. And he always loved to make fun of him and said, "I'm braver," and call him a chicken because he was scared to go in the house. But if I'd be scared too to go in that it looked like a haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
Who wouldn't be scared?
That's a good question, RJ. Who wouldn't be scared? Raise your hand if you'd be scared.
I'd be scared.
I would be scared. My hand is raised too. Excellent job, Kyan. Way to do a great job getting examples from the text, character captain. All right, Miss Emily, artful adventure. Let's take a look at your picture.
well, I didn't have enough time to write, so I
All right.
just drew this picture of being scared.
Alex, take a look.
Eddie's yelling, "Run!" And they're like, and our monsters are right there with Miss Jeepers.
Wow, that's a good picture.
And since they said cave life, I put like a black grayish background.
Did you say Ben too?
Now that's Kelly, Melody, and Liza.
Liza.
What do you think, guys? Good illustration of the chapter?
That's a very pretty.
Now let's predict before we start reading our next chapter. I want to hear some conversation between all of you. RJ, I want you guys to discuss what you think is going to happen in this next chapter.
I think that we're gonna find out if I'm guessing that they're tricking them, and in the next chapter we're gonna find out if they're tricking them. Because I don't really think that there'd be a whole group of monsters in that house. It would probably just be like scary things, and Miss Jeepers worked really hard on her house to make it scary. That if she took it down, it'd take her forever. And she's just having a few friends over dressed up like monsters, like a little party.
Oh, so you think that we might be about to read about a party?
Or a trick.
What do you guys think?
I think we're going to find out if Miss Jeepers is vampires or not, or if the monsters are monsters.
Okay.
That's smart.
What do you boys think?
I think the same thing as Gracie.
I think we're gonna find out if Miss Jeepers is pranking and putting a joke on them.
Playing a joke?
RJ, what do you think?
The Mrs. Jeepers is not gonna scare them or nothing. They're gonna laugh at the kids because the kids are so scared and they might just get away.
RJ, I think you looked ahead because I saw you
I'll
look.
give you
Uh-oh.
the words.
All right, well, let's open up to our next chapter
I have something.
and assign new literature circle roles, and let's get started.
I have something.
Oh,
Don't you think someone should be Liba's?
Liba didn't finish. It's incomplete.
Okay.
Liba's absent. Yep. All right, let's open up, and I need tracking fingers. Here we go.